Hey chat, how are you? Seethes, pants. So, I had a cough for a few weeks. I just attribute it to Old Man Winter. That's Old Man Winter knocking. Housekeeping, you want pillow? And yeah, it's annoying and disgusting, but it's just a fact of life. But I did have phlegm. I still do have phlegm. And then it always brings me back to growing up, my mom, when I had a cough, when I was young, my mom would always say, the phlegm, Van, the phlegm. So that's all I hear is her voice saying over and over when I have some mucus happening, action going on in my throatsies. I just think of my mom saying, the phlegm, Van, the phlegm. But it was fine for the most part. Low key, could ignore it. And I did. Every once in a while, a mucus snot configuration would fly out. And I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm good for a few hours. December 31, NYE. Ever hear of it? That morning, my cough increased. I was like, okay, go to work. 4 hours in, all of a sudden, congestion, hazy, foggy, out of nowhere, achy body. I was like, boss, man, / friend / manager, I gotta go. And he's cool. He gets it. He just took a few days off too, for being under the weather. But I was like, I gotta go. So I drove right. I texted Carolyn. I was like, I do not feel good. I'm coming home right now. And she was off that day, so she was home already. Came right home, showered, hopped right under the covers, and I was just freezing. I was like, my teeth was chattering. I was so cold. Then 5 minutes later, hot AF. I'm hot. I'm sweaty. The next 30 hours of my life, pure misery. I was either in bed, sleeping, which is the ideal situation, or trying to sleep. Like, no phone, no TV, no nothing. I do put on, we have the Echo Dot in our bedroom, and then we have Google Home out in the living room. Don't ask questions. I don't even know why. But I tell the Echo Dot to play some relaxing classical piano music, which I found a love from Grandma T and my mom. And they throw on some Chopin. Ever hear of him? But then sometimes it gets too intense, like simmer down, Mozart. But I just need something to cut the quiet, break the silence. I'm not Depeche Mode, okay? But I'm big on no visual stimuli. I just want to be me versus the sickness, just one-on-one. Larry Bird versus Michael Jordan, one-on-one. I want to play my game tonight. Once every 6 to 8 hours, I'd stand up, walk out to the couch to accomplish something that day, lie down for 1 to 2 hours on the couch with my hand on my head like, oh, this sucks. And I would just think, I need another blankie. I want some tea. I need some lip balm. I'm hungry, but just zero strength to fulfill any of these desires. So I would just sit there thinking, wanting all this stuff, but I just couldn't do anything about it. And then also I think about, will this ever end, or will I feel like this until the day I die? Which, will it be tomorrow, or will it be in 40 years? I was ready to die. Jesus, take the wheel. Get me to God's country. I was not at my best. Okay, my hair was asunder, eyebrows unhinged, wilding out. Hadn't plucked them in a week plus. Carolyn made me some chili, no beans. I'm low carb. It's canned chili. She just warmed it up. Really hit the spot. That was the first thing I ate when I got home. But I'm sitting there eating it, and a piece of ground beef flies out of my mouth, or falls out of my, because I have no wherewithal of anything. So just a piece of ground beef or whatever great value puts into this chili, just drops from my mouth onto our luxury Persian rug, and I was like, oh, this is so pathetic. I also ate some oatmeal the next morning, and I like oatmeal. And some of it ended on my shirt, but again, just zero wherewithal. I could not turn it into action. I would just let it sit there and dry up, because doing something about it would mean having to stand up, going to the bathroom mirror, looking at myself, and taking dried oatmeal off of my t-shirt. By the way, that stuff ain't coming out just with my finger. I mean, I guess you could scratch it, but it's got to go straight to the wash. Other things I won't mention. Okay, a few loads of linge was smashed out. It wasn't my brightest moment. Some disgustingness, some grossness. Subscribe to our Patreon for the full story, if that's what gets you off. Hey, no judgment here. New Year's Eve, I'm in bed, door closed, like I'm freaking Howard Hughes, while Carolyn, Lennox, and Luna partied the night away at the local discoteca. They were just in the living room trying to watch the ball drop, but we don't get cable because we're smart. And the local 4 networks, they can be hit and miss. And Carolyn doesn't know how to find them easily. That was my fault. But they had a good time hanging out without me. But I just stayed here, sleeping or trying to sleep in the dark. Again, me versus my illness. Mano a mano. Day 2, more of the same until about 3 p.m. The fog started to clear. The clouds separating like at the beginning of The Simpsons. I drank a Rockstar for a little bump. Just a little boost, just a little Donald Sutherland in Bright Lights Big City. Oh yeah. Thanks for the line, Michael J. Fox. I still called out to work. 24-hour notice, by the way. Unlike some people who call out with a half hour before or less, they're supposed to be into work. What the heck? But I was like, I am on the mend. January 1, the evening of January 1, I'm on the up and up. Looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis. Carolyn said, can you take out the trash? Going up and down the stairs will be good for you. I was like, what? Took out the trash and the recycling. Okay. And you know what? She was right. Taking out the trash, liberating, invigorating. 4 p.m., hit the couch. Another nap. I snored. Carolyn claims I was out there for 8 hours. I'm still checking the closed circuit television network. But I would say 2, maybe 3 hours. But I sweated it out while I was on the couch. And by the way, I can never sleep on that couch because it's just not comfortable to me. I have to get in a certain specific position, which I only get on our bed. The only time I sleep on the couch is when I'm deathly ill, knocking at death's door, such as this particular time. But my shirt, hecka sweaty. Even the morning after, I looked at my shirt. It was still hecka wet from sweat. I was like, wow, I really put it through the paces last night. But after everything I've been through, we need an exorcism to our home. January 2, I wake up feeling great. Like Dr. Laura said, go take on the day. I turn to Carolyn. I say, I'm back. 100%. Soon, quickly realizing, 100%, laying in bed horizontal, that's an easy 100%. But that quickly degrades once I had to stand up and walk around and be alert and hold conversation with my wife. I went from 100% to 60%. The pain in my head had stopped, thank goodness. But my body was just so lethargic and weak. And I'd lift. I'm usually really strong. 0 energy, 0 willpower to do anything. January 3, I'm back. 100%. For real, though. Of course, on the Tom Cruise scale, I'm at a 15%. I'm sorry, Xenu and Elron. Please let me back into operating Thetan level 9. As Adam Carolla says, when it's time to go to bed, Tom Cruise sprints to bed. So day 1, 100% useless. Day 2, 80% useless. Day 3 and on, we're in day 4 now. I just need the cough to go away. Carolyn took control of the hizzy, did the dishes, scooped Frankie's poop, smashed out the lounge, tended to Lennox and Luna, manned or womaned the homestead, professionally, radiantly, fantastically. Last time I was sick was in February. I was laid out for 4 freaking days, dude. So I consider this a blessing in disguise. The biggest tragedy is that I didn't live for 2 days straight. My mom texted me on day 2. Take 1 more day to rest and give yourself some grave. You work hard enough time to rest and relax and be pamper. Okay. Well, now it's 3 days straight of not lifting since I'm giving myself grave. Next mom text. I transfer money to your Roth IRA account, $7,500. It is 2026 now. Ellipses. Oh, yeah. Mom's up on the tax year. Do you people even know what your contributions are to your 401k? Shoot. Biggest realization I got from this horrifying experience. Life is precious. It's fragile. It's delicate. We get so caught up in the rat race, zooming from here to there, that when our health suffers, I question everything about this existence, including why are we carving out a puny, insignificant existence for a limited amount of time? Is this what was intended? This middling life of ours? Like, what are we doing here? Why do we drive from here to there all the frickin' time? Where's everyone going? Who built these cities? And why do we keep on keeping on? Other stuff I asked myself, what would happen right now if there was an earthquake? What would happen right now if a nuclear bomb hit Sacramento? And what would happen right now if the toilet stopped? All 3 of those very, very big emergencies that I wasn't mentally or physically prepared for. But I really believe about the no stimuli. You should be in bed sleeping or trying to sleep. Eyes closed, eyes open. You want to roll around a few hundred times because you can't sleep. That's fine. But you should be in position for when Mr. Sleepies comes by and takes a hold of you, that he can just take you right to a ZZZ REM Sleepville. But day 1 was the worst, but I knew I would win in the end, like Brad Pitt in F1. So I said to Mr. Illness or Mrs., I don't see gender, but after day 1, I said, you may have won this round, but I'll win the fight. You may have won this battle, but I'll win the war. You may have snagged that old-fashioned chocolate donut I was eyeing, but I'll snag 2 more cake donuts while you ain't looking. Okay, I think I'm done. Take care. Brush your hair. Peace out. I'm outie. 5,000 G money. Gotta go late. See ya. Fiend.